Bad luck, Jannik. Another great battle with Carlitos today. What do you think was the turning point?
I think it was a great match for sure. The sets he won, he played better the important points. No, I think that was the key. Obviously disappointed how it ended, but it's part of the of my growing and the process. Thinking back before the tournament, reaching this point, I'm obviously very happy. In the other way, I'm disappointed about the match today, and I'm just keep looking forward to improve. I'm trying to do my best I can, and then we see what I can do in the future here in this tournament. If we watch the positive side, I have improved from last year for sure. And yeah, there's another chance to play here for the Olympics, and then we'll see how it goes.
Hi, Jannik. Can you just tell us what was going on with your left arm in that third set, and was it cramp, and were you worried about your body at that time?
Yeah, it was some for sure tension, tension, and after cramps a little bit, but I handle these situations a little bit better now. I had previous years couple of of these kind of moments where I couldn't handle them. If we watch that, I handle them a little bit better. It was quite early in the match. We didn't play so much, so I was not worried about my body. It was keeping up quite well, and yeah, that's it.
Jannik, you've played Carlos 9 times, I think, now in professional ranks, and he's got 5, you've got 4. Do you see this being the defining rivalry of your career, given you're both still pretty young and are likely to play a lot of matches against each other?
Well, it's you cannot compare us yet with the other players we had or still have. But for sure, I mean, if we watch the results, we always, or most likely, when we play against, to play in the semis or final or quarters. So very important matches, and I think that's exciting for the game, especially when the head-to-head is quite close. And it's the winner is happy, and then the loser tries to find a way to beat him the next time. No, and I think that's exciting, and that's what I will try to do.
Jannik, just picking up on that. Do you approach these matches as each one being separate from the last one, or do things change from match to match, and you study what he's doing now because he's made a change and now you have to make an adjustment, or is it just when it starts it's a completely different situation?
No, I think we study each other very well. You can see a little bit of tension sometimes of both players and both sides. This is because we know each other slowly a little bit better. Each time when we play against, we expect a couple of things, and to mix up the plans. You make different choices sometimes on the court, and I think next time obviously it's gonna be different. Let's see on what surface we play on. Also, that's very important. Best of 3 or best of 5, it's also different. Grand Slam is now there's a different approach. But I think it's exciting, and I'm looking forward for hopefully some more.
Hi, Jannik. Well played today. I just wondered for you how you think you'll kind of process this over the next few days, whether you'll watch the final or whether you'll just try and cut off from tennis and think about something else.
I mean, it's as I say, I always like to watch tennis. Yes. Let's see. If I have time, for sure, I'm gonna watch a little bit. But in the other way, it's always tough to watch, especially when you play, and then lose in the semis. It hurts, no, because that you could be there, and it's a different feeling. If you lose the first rounds, it's different, no, than you watch. Let's see. I mean, it's for sure I'm gonna rest the body a little bit, because from doing nothing for nearly 3 weeks to reaching the point of playing 4 hours. I could have never expected that, so that's positive for me. And now it's resting and taking care of the body for sure. It's the main priority, and then trying to be ready for the grass season.
Hello, Jannik. I'd like to know how behaved the hip during the tournament and today. And I'm asking the question for 2 reasons. First, I felt that you were disturbed at some point during the match. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm asking the question. And 2, how do you see the build-up to Wimbledon?
What? No, I don't understand.
Sorry?
No, I don't understand what I was disturbed by.
By the hip. Is the impression I had. How did your hip behave during the match?
The hip was okay. And also the match, the more goes on, it's the right hip doesn't have the strength of the left hip. It's normal because at this moment, no. So sometimes I feel a little bit, especially after 3.5 hours and until the 4 hours. But this is no excuse. I was moving good. I was feeling quite good on the court, so I'm not anymore worried about the hip. Yeah, I'm just disappointed about how it went today, and just have to accept it.
Jannik, will you need to take some time off before getting ready for grass? I mean, with what happened with your hip before, do you need to be careful with it over the next few weeks and months?
We have to talk about with this with the team. I will work on the physical stuff for sure. Maybe a couple of days off, then physical stuff. And that's it. I mean, grass season is different. The preparation is different. You use different muscles. Let's see how I play. And in Halle, obviously Halle is completely different than Wimbledon, but it's still grass. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, last year had a great Wimbledon. So let's see what I can do this year. I'm happy to come back and and then we see how it goes.